So as the Dodgers and Yankees meeting, this is the 12th time that they're going to meet in the postseason, which is the most in MLB. So I'm going to run down the most common matchups that MLB has had so far. And some of these are your classic, like they're awesome. So here it is. Dodgers and Yankees this year will make number 12. Yankees are 8-3 all time, but the most recent 1981, they won the World Series. Dodgers won 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these matchups came in the 50s when they were crosstown rivals. So like, Brooklyn Dodgers,
the original Subway Series.
Yeah. So pretty cool. But I mean, 12 times that they have met in the World Series. So, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Number 2 on the list, tied for second, is Yankees and Guardians with 7. Yankees are 5-2. Obviously, the most recent was this year when they won 4-1. My throwback memory to this was Jabba Chamberlain in Cleveland with the Midgies.
The Midgies.
The bugs.
Yeah, that's
when they told them to use bug spray, but that actually attracts them.
Yeah. So like that series always pops into my head when I think Yankees and Cleveland.
That was the weirdest thing ever, to see this guy like basically getting eaten alive by these tiny little bugs out there.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. But they met in the wild card series in 2020. But yeah, just
the Yankees have owned the AL Central.
Yeah, and you'll see that there's a few more in here as well. Yankees and Giants. So again, another crosstown rival here where they met all the time. Most recent is 1962. The Yankees won the 7-game series there in 62. But pretty crazy. Like that, it was the Yankees, the New York Giants, the Brooklyn Dodgers for all that time, just facing off against each other, just trading punches.
It's wild.
Tied for 4th. Here we go.
6-0.
Yankees and Twins. Twins don't stand a chance.
6-0.
Most recent 2019 ALDS. Yankees won 3-0. The Twins lost, what was it? A record like 13 games in a row in the postseason or something staggering like that before they won. Was it last year? They won a series last year, right? They won a playoff series last year, I believe. Or it was the year before.
Was it 2 years ago?
That's 2 years ago.
No, because Royce Lewis was on that team.
Who did they beat last year?
I don't remember.
I'm just trying to run through the playoff matchups last year. I don't remember them being in it last year.
They beat the Toronto Blue Jays in the wild card series, and then they lost to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They lost to the Astros.
Then the Astros took them out in 4.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
It was Minnesota won 2-0. They're out. Then they were down. They lost 3-1 to the Houston Astros. So it was uneventful.
Yeah, but I found it interesting. All these matchups have come since 2003. So
that is crazy.
Yeah, pretty wild. All right, Reds and Pirates. 6
finally
times
one without the Yankees.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, right. So Reds are 4-2. Most recent 2013 NL wildcard question. So here's the result of that, Sean. Remember that trivia question we had a couple weeks ago? The Pirates won this NL wildcard game 6-2.
The game, yeah.
Got it.
So, Reds and Pirates there. So tied for 4th again. Braves and Astros 6. Braves are 4-2 against them. Most recent was the World Series, where that ball that Jorge Soler hit still has not landed.
That ball. I mean, that thing disappeared over the train tracks quickly, never to be seen again.
Yeah. So they met 5 times between 97 and 2005. But then again in 2021.
Well, some of that was when the Astros were back in the NL, right?
I don't know if any of them. Yeah. So when did they move to the AL? Early 2000s?
No. The Astros to the American League?
Yeah.
2013. They moved back.
Yeah, 12. I was going to say.
2013.
Yeah, 2013
Okay.
they moved back.
Okay. So it was later than that. So yeah, all of them they met when they were still in the NL, then, except for the World Series matchup there. All right. Also tied for fourth, Cardinals and Dodgers with 6. Cardinals 4-2 lifetime there. Most recent was the 2021 NL wildcard. Dodgers won 3-1 in that matchup.
Yeah, I guess I don't think about a lot of Cardinals Dodgers matchups, but that's cool.
No, 2013 NLCS was also another big matchup for them.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a notable game. Kershaw was in that, only allowed an unearned run. Pretty insane. All right. Tied for 8th with 5 appearances, Cardinals and Yankees. Cardinals are 3-2 lifetime. Most recent 64 World Series. Cardinals won in a 7-game series. I mean, 2 historic franchises. Of course, they're going to meet.
But a winning record against the Yankees in the playoffs, that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not a lot of teams can claim that.
Yeah, I mean, that Cardinals team, 64, Gibson, Brock, Bob Uecker was on that team.
Well, clearly it's called because he was Bob Uecker.
Right, absolutely.
He probably hit like what 175 for him?
At least. That might be too high.
It probably is.
Also tied for 8th, Cleveland and the Red Sox. Cleveland 3, Red Sox 2. In the most recent matchups, 2016, the DS, Cleveland won 3-0. And good old Lonnie Chisenhall.
Yep.
But, I mean, there's a couple series in there that the Red Sox really had no business winning. Was it that J.D. Drew grand slam off? Was it Sabathia?
No, it was Fausto Carmona. Oh,
Carmona.
What did he go by? What was his other name?
Oh, God.
But yeah, that was who. That's who it was.
Fausto Carmona. Yeah.
That Fausto Carmona guy.
Well, I remember some of the battles they had back in the late 90s, early 2000s when like Troy O'Leary had 7 RBIs and they still lost. They had some epic battles.
Pedro coming out of the pen? Wasn't Pedro coming out of the pen against Cleveland?
Yep.
Yeah,
they had some pretty crazy matchups.
Yeah, Cleveland took the 3-1 series lead in 2007. The Red Sox came back and outscored them 30-5. And that span to overtake that series and then go on to win the World Series.
Just proof that like anything can happen. A team gets hot and poof.
Yeah. Also tied for 8th, Red Sox and Angels.
They've had some pretty epic battles too.
Yep. Red Sox 4, Angels 1. I would like to apologize to Red Sox Nation as I am 0-13 lifetime. And I was at this game that the Angels clinched the series. So it is my fault that they lost. So yeah, I've been to 13 Red Sox games, never seen them win, which is
insane. I mean, like, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's got to be some sort of record. I don't. It's wild. I don't get it, but yep, Angels won that series in 2009, 3-0. Also tied for 8th, the Phillies and Dodgers with 5. Phillies are 3-2 lifetime. Most recent 2009 NLCS, the Phillies had J-Roll, Roy Halladay. I mean, that Phillies team was a juggernaut that year. But,
yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Team was loaded. It was back in the days of Pat the Bat.
Yep. Yeah, Pat Burrell. Tied for 8th again, or still, I don't know. Dodgers and Braves of 5, Dodgers 3, Braves 2. Most recent, 2021, the Braves went on and won the World Series.
That seems crazy to me that they've only met 5 times, those 2 franchises.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
I know it's probably because they were always like they were never like seated against each other, and somebody got bumped out before the next round. Because
I mean, obviously, yeah,
they had to have been in the playoffs together.
They're constantly in the postseason all the time.
Yeah, they have to be in the playoffs together a ton.
Yeah, I thought that was low too. I was like, dang, that's crazy. But yeah, okay, Cardinals and Braves.
Another one.
Yeah, Cardinals 4, Braves 1. Most recent 2019, Cardinals won 3-2 in the National League Division Series. Good old Matt Carpenter.
Yeah, no batting gloves.
No.
Cold weather, didn't care.
Yeah. Then got off the couch and just started raking for the Yankees randomly last year.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
So weird.
Hey, Matt, what are you doing? Sitting on my couch drinking some coffee. You want to come play for the Yankees? Oh, sure. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Like,
Let me turn off MLB The Show. I'll be right there.
yeah, right. Crazy. And then here we go. Tie for 8th. Red Sox and Yankees. Only 5 times. Red Sox 3, Yankees 2. Most recent 2021 AL wildcard. Red Sox won that 6-2. And then obviously we have to talk about 2003 and 2004. I mean, 2003 was such a heartbreaker for the Red Sox fans, watching Aaron Boone hit that knuckler over the left field wall to send them to the World Series.
Oh, that was brutal.
And then to have the swing of emotions that we had in 04, watching that 3-0 comeback, just that's a rivalry I wish was still at its peak, because man, oh man, do I miss those days. It's just not the same as it was.
It isn't. I mean, the Red Sox have won, so it's like, the curse is gone. The players have turned over many times. The Red Sox have not been good since 18, minus the one run they had to the ALCS. There was at 21.
Yeah.
It's been a weird time in that rivalry.
Yeah.
But it's not. It does not feel like it's as big a rivalry as it once was.
No.
It feels like the Yankees and Orioles are beginning to build a rivalry there, because there's been a lot of good matchups with them, but the Red Sox are kind of on the outside looking in.
Yeah.